Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have figured everything out for now. We are going to go ahead and skip Ssds team. For now, we're going to be back, though. Chanimals is going to try to figure out his internet. We're going to give him that extra time. We're going to do everything we can for him because it does stink that he has to, you know what I'm saying. Picking up what I'm putting down. I'm going to log back over real quick. Just so you guys know, we are opening up our guild on Kel'Thuzad to everybody. So if you are on Kel'Thuzad and you want to be a part of GCD TV's family, be sure to whisper the Breaker WoW for an invite. Where is Kel'Thuzad? Oh, there it is. I'm logging back on. I gotta go on my main, who has all the macros and stuff to make everything work. And then we're gonna jump right into this. So, what do you guys think? This is Bahjeera.
This is the Bahjeera against Dillypoo.
Dillypoo.
We haven't. Who is on Dillypoo's team?
Vase and felorea, a holy paladin. Whoa, I'm getting crazy lag spikes. What was that? Okay, I think I'm good. Can you invite me and give me a lead?
I can do that, I believe. Here we go. Machine inviting you.
Alright, thank you, my friend.
Give you leader. Done.
Boom. Here we go, boys. Let's get you. Go ahead, sorry.
No, this is gonna be fun. It's nice to see a Bahjeera in this tournament. I don't know. I think he brings a lot. He has a lot of fans. You know.
He's got the army.
Yeah, he's got an army. He actually won. Yeah, he has an army, not just fans. Pardon me. All right, but yeah, he actually won. I think best World of Warcraft streamer of 2014.
Favorite,
voted
yeah.
by Twitch, which is kind of cool.
Definitely
well deserved.
Let me just make sure Bahjeera is leader. Alright. Oh, baby. I swear it's going to be smooth in just a hot minute. And there it is. The Wargame request has been out. The very first map of this best of 3 between Dillypoo and Bahjeera is going to be... not anything. Hold on. Wargame request going back out. Let's see here. Oh, baby. The one and only. It's the Grand Arena, boys.
The Grand Hype?
The Grand Arena. Someone's got some nose.
That is not me. He's taking a selfie with his warglaive. Like this.
Wait, who? Where?
He was taking a selfie with his warglaive.
Oh,
he can't
Vase?
stop now. Is he actually going to use a warglaive?
No way. There's no way.
That would be ballsy, man. That is a bad manner of play if he actually plays with a warglaive.
Oh my gosh.
That definitely is a bad manner play. We'll see how it goes, though.
And that might not work out in his favor, but we'll see, man.
He's using the wargame offhand. He does change his weapons at the last second.
He's not that ballsy.
Putting us all on the edge of our seats.
The gates open up. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yeah, they need to get that sap on the Borngood, though. There's the sap on the Borngood. Let's see if they can open up onto Ssds. He does Phantom Knives him. Shadow Dance, Cheap Shot. Amazing cross CC opener here. The crows come out on Ssds. Another sap on the Borngood into the kidney. Ssds taking an incredible amount of damage. There's the save by the light proc. He's going to feign death. He's trying to kite with that Master's Call. Good explosive trap. He's doing a good job kiting, and he's going to be able to save his deterrence for now. But that's the Avatar Recklessness onto Dillypoo, getting chunked to half HP here, and he's sitting that Hodge. He's going to deterrence with the save by the light proc. The Bahjeera flexing his guns there in the opener.
Bahjeera caught into the full blind now. He does get bopped out of that well done. And despite the high pressure opener, everyone on both teams still has their trinket. The wings coming out of felorea right now. His team's going to be fine. Borngood taking a lot of damage, gets kidneyed, having to pop that wings. Rallying cry does come out of Bahjeera. He's hovering around 30%. He does have the wings up though. He should be able to get a big heal on himself and hopefully top. But this rogue on him, it's going to be hard. Bahjeera caught into the Wyvern Sting. Beautiful CC by Dillypoo. And it looks like Borngood should be fine for now, but this team, the Cleave's doing an excellent job of cross-CCing this KFC.
Yeah, there's the Stormbolt onto felorea. There's the dance from Vase, though. Avenging Wrath is about to fade. Borngood has to maybe bubble here. There's the Garrote as well with the Hodge onto Ssds. He's dipping really low. There's the Murder of Crows. He should just answer with the bubble. He's so greedy. He's somehow surviving all of this burst. He's going to have to bubble in the end. A gouge onto Ssds. Dillypoo with only 1 deterrence, but felorea has his trinket. There's the Stormbolt Hodge combination that we saw last game, but Bahjeera gets kidneyed on it. He's not going to get the damage out just yet. There's the Wyvern Sting onto felorea. It's going to free him to reduce the duration. Dillypoo cutting with that freedom, but he just can't get Bahjeera off of his back. There's the Execute procs coming in, doing a bunch of damage. He does manage to intervene. The Wyvern Sting, and the trap is going to break. Ssds should be able to get topped off here. He did have to use a deterrence, but there's the fear onto felorea. Avatar coming out. He is rooted right now. He does get dispelled by Borngood, but Ssds is taking so much damage from Vase here. There's the Stormbolt onto felorea. Ssds trinket disengages out of there. That's the second deterrence.
And Ssds does not have too much left after that. The Cleave has an unbelievable amount of pressure on this KFC. felorea popping his wings, trying to top his team off here. It looks like they are putting the Garrote onto Borngood. Ssds down to 20%, caught in the bomb. Triple DR cheap shot coming in, and he will just go down. And that game was controlled very well by the Cleave. I mean, the Lord has returned, didn't get to do too much. The cross CC was just crazy.
Holy crow, that cross CC was absolutely incredible. Let's see if I don't think I have a replay available. I'm going to go check, see right now. Ooh. Oh yeah, so I do. There's the deterrence coming out from Ssds, but like you guys said, that's going to be the second deterrence. There's the Mass Butterfly and the Bop going out. Bahjeera just trying to stop Born from growing into more CC, but it's just inevitable. Just CC just hits him over and over. That's the full trap. He's out of, in a smoke bomb, he's out of deterrences, and the full trap lands, and that's just it. So there it is. GG's goes out to every kill begins with K. Dillypoo taking the very first win of this best of 3 series, but it still was fairly close. I mean, you saw Bahjeera do crazy amounts of damage to I believe it was Dillypoo very, very early on in the game, and he did get a deterrence, but can they do that again?
Yeah,
We shall see.
The Hodge Stormbolt like combo, if they can stabilize and consistently get it, that's when they're going to force Dillypoo's cooldowns. Like, they got 1 deterrence from it. If they can get it again, they get the second deterrence. If they can get it again, they can get a kill. But at the same time, Vase is playing very interestingly. He's using the kidney shot for CC on the Borngood as opposed to stunning his kill target Ssds and locking him down. He doesn't really need to use it that way, and that's putting Borngood even more behind. But we do have Runes of Lordaeron. Do you want to make up a jingle this time for Runes of Lordaeron?
Runes of Lordaeron.
Here, wait, let me put it in play, and then go ahead. You're good.
Over.
Runes of Lordaeron is so great. Gonna see some people killing each other. Hey, hey, hey. Boop-doop-be-doop, boop-booby-doo-doop.
Oh my god. Alright, that's my new cell phone ringtone. I've decided.
You better have recorded that.
We got VODs. We're good. We're good. This is Ruins of Lordaeron. It's a small map. This is chosen by the Lord has returned. Oh, interesting. They actually brought in the jungle. Whoa.
They benched Bahjeera!
Dude, but this comp, Jungle Cleave going up against a Thug Cleave. What do you guys think of that?
I'm not sure. I'm not really familiar with this matchup.
I've actually never seen this matchup, especially with Holy Paladins on both teams. I definitely maybe think that gives the advantage to the Jungle Cleave because Borngood can bop the cheap shots onto Hikari here, but rogues are notorious for stun locks, obviously, so Hikari's going to have to watch his back, especially with his trinket early on. Pushing in here, trying to pull them out of stealth. The flare lands onto the entire Thug Cleave. Excellent flare from Ssds here. Vase desperately trying to open onto whoever he can right now. Just sitting here in the binding shot, I believe there's the trap, but Hikari manages to eat the trap, I believe, there. And now the Hodge onto Hikari, just for CC right now. They're connecting onto Borngood. There's the death from above. It's going to connect on that cheap shot, but he had the wall. Nice blind at low HP, and now Vase going back to peel with the rest of his dance. Actually pressuring Ssds very hard. He has to trinket deterrence out of that smoke bomb, but a sap on a Borngood. He's going to have to trinket the sap. He gets cheap shot on his trinket, pops the Avenging Wrath, tops him off, and we are going to even out here.
And Vase actually has a Warglaive on this game, so all this pressure coming out, he does have a little...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Does have a little bit of a weak weapon on his offhand. I'm not sure how much that matters, though. Felorea caught into the Hodge. Dillypoo is the target of first right now. Great cross CC with the Wyvern sitting on Mage and the CC on Felorea. Dillypoo having to go into that deterrence, and he's actually taking a lot of damage here. The full clone comes on Felorea, and Dillypoo might have to end up using his second deter. Is caught into that web. And he's still under a lot of pressure here.
Yeah, but felorea is not in any CC. He's getting the Word of Glories with Flash of Lights off. He's not getting kicked because SSDS was cheap shot at the time, but now he's popping the Bestial Wrath. The Crows go up onto Dillypoo, Hodge onto felorea, Root onto Vase. He's not going to peel, but Dillypoo is going offensive with, he's throwing the Wyvern Sting onto Hikari for peels there, and that gave him enough time to delay this main, but now a bash onto felorea. I think that's the rest of the CC. There's the Hodge onto Hikari, Kidney onto Borngood, SSDS in the cheap shot. Borngood bubbles, Death from above connects. He gets bopped on it, but I believe it was Trank shot off instantly. Clone thrown out from Hikari onto felorea, trying to connect onto Dillypoo, but Vase is just peeling so hard.
Yeah, Vase actually caught into that full clone. He's not going to have a trinket available for that. felorea still has... Yeah, he put on his regular weapon, so maybe he's starting to feel the pressure. And now that Dillypoo is dipping down, having to use his second deter. I mean, felorea still has his trinket, his bubble, and 2 bops available, but Dillypoo is kind of out of cooldowns here. felorea having to trinket and popped his wings. Dillypoo's still under a lot of pressure. Hikari getting kidneyed. Gouge going on to SSDS. Beautiful peels by Vase, helping felorea top off Dillypoo there.
Yeah, and SSDS taking the defensive position on the tomb here. A trap on a Hikari gets dispelled by Borngood before the Wyvern. Hikari gets the dispel on the Wyvern, so good dispels from both of them to get them out. A clone onto Vase. Murder of Crows up on Dillypoo. felorea has that Avenging Wrath up, though. It's going to negate a lot of this Crows damage. There's the Hodge Bash combination. He freedoms here. Dillypoo doesn't have a deterrence and no trinket. There's the trap on a felorea. He might need to even bubble this. Dillypoo trying to counter pressure with his Bestial Wrath, but Borngood's going to bop himself out of the CC and top SSDS through his Murder of Crows from Dillypoo. The clone landed onto felorea, though. He still has his bubble to get out. Kidney onto Hikari is peeling his damage for now, so he does not need to bubble. There's the dance from Vase, possibly swapping. No, he's just doing the cheap shots on the Borngood for CC. Hodge onto Hikari. He's going to come out of that, spam some more shreds onto Dillypoo, who does get sacked. felorea trying to sack some CC here from SSDS, but it's not going to prove useful.
Yeah, and keep in mind, in roughly 20 seconds, Hikari does have his major cooldowns coming back up, which could be the death of Dillypoo, because those cooldowns increase his damage by infinity. SSDS, Saved by the Light proccing on him, hovering around 30% HP. Borngood put into the full trap. SSDS having to deter there. He does have another deter available in 6 seconds, but Borngood doesn't have much left. I mean, he doesn't really have anything. He could pop the wings, try to get out that additional healing in a couple seconds. felorea caught into a trap. Dillypoo taking some damage, and Hikari pops his offensive cooldowns.
Yep.
An enormous amount of damage is going to be coming out here. felorea caught into the bash. Dillypoo, Saved by the Light procs. felorea pops his bubble to try to keep Dillypoo alive. And yeah, it looks like they're going to survive for now, but who knows what could happen.
That bubble was a great answer to the Incarnation, and that was the win opportunity for Hikari. Now he's going into peel mode, a Cyclone on a Vase. There's the cross CC that they needed. Wyvern onto felorea. They need more CC onto him. He's going to bop Dillypoo. There's the maim, possibly a half trap out of that. Full clone landed. Bop gets purged. Dillypoo going for the barrage, so he's trying to push offensive. I don't know if this is the right time. Word of Glory coming out. Flash Shield comes out, forces the deterrence from SSDS. There's the bomb on him. He's going to disengage out of there with his Master's Call Freedom. He gets out of the smoke bomb. He's recovered for now. Borngood into the Garrote Silence, just annoying him at this point. SSDS dipping really low here. Borngood trying to get some heals. He gets locked out on the Holy Light, but a nice clone onto Dillypoo, and now onto Vase is keeping SSDS alive for now. Borngood going for the Word of Glories. He's healing SSDS, trying to keep him up. He doesn't have Avenging Wrath, so his burst healing. Whoa, that trap whiffed. Huge. SSDS is going to eat that trap from Dillypoo. Hodge onto felorea. Dillypoo taking a lot of damage, has no deterrence available. Full clone onto felorea. Rip and Rake are up, but a kidney onto SSDS at the same time. Hodge onto Hikari. SSDS might go down. Is this it for Bahjeera's army? He gets topped in the nick of time by Borngood. Wyvern Sting fading on felorea, but a bash onto Vase, a clone follow-up out of that, and somehow the Lord has returned, has maintained in this game.
Both teams actually out of cooldowns at this point. No one really has anything. Borngood has a trinket coming up in around 2 seconds. felorea still doesn't have a trinket for another minute, and he doesn't have any cooldowns to really top Dillypoo if he gets in trouble. SSDS caught into that cheap shot, down to around 50%. Borngood trying to fake cast those Word of Glories and actually gets locked out by Dillypoo. Nice interrupt by him there. SSDS in a lot of trouble because of that. felorea caught into the full clone. Dillypoo down to around 30%, taking a lot of damage. felorea doesn't have anything. He gets caught into the maim, pops his wings, trying to desperately heal him up, and down goes Dillypoo. The comeback.
Holy crap, it is now 1-1. Every kill begins with K going up against Lord has returned. But I just want to show you guys really quick how low SSDS actually got. Let's take a look real quick here. In a hot minute, I should say. Let's look at SSDS right now. He's going offensive. He's got Bestial Wrath going, Barrage going out. He gets Hand of Sacrifice. He eats the trap. Actually, I think this might be a little bit later on. Let's see here. That's the Roar Sacrifice going out. Dillypoo is taking so much damage. The blind on Borngood. Watch Ssds health. There's the kidney shot. There's the Wervin out of it, and Hikari CC. Watch Ssds health. He gets so low, 3% health here before getting healed by Borngood. So close to the kill, and they ultimately take the next win, and it is now 1-1 between these two teams, and I am so excited. What's gonna happen?
I don't know.
It's jungle versus thug.
It could have gone either way at many points in that game, so I don't know. And I don't really know if there's any map that really favors the thug cleave. So I think it's going to be a nice, even matchup again.
I think it's the first time that we've seen teams actually subbing in alternative players to switch comps. Like Tony switched comps. He came back after switching from Enhancement to Hunter. Now we have Bahjeera taking a seat for a little bit to let Hikari come in here to try and get a little bit more of a comp advantage. But it definitely feels much more even. I feel like KFC was at a pretty big disadvantage. But again, Vase had that Wargleave on for so long.
Well, I think at maybe he just thought it was going to be a free win, and at some point during the game he realized, like, oh shit, maybe I need to do as much damage as possible. These guys are for real. Hunter. Yeah. Maybe that ended up hurting them and cost them the game, who knows. But like you said, it's nice to see these teams actually subbing in different players and running different comps, because World of Warcraft is a game where counter comps do happen, and I feel like any team that's going to be successful in a tournament needs to have a comp that's either good against everything, or they need to be able to have answers for the counters, or they're just not going to be able to be successful. Yeah,
absolutely. I love it that Bahjeera subbed out himself for Hikari. That's exactly what you need to do in a tournament setting. To be competitive, you either, like you said, need a universal comp, or but not a lot of teams have multiple compositions. Not a lot of players play multiple classes, but we do allow 4 players on every team. Just make sure to remember that if you're going to be signing up for future tournaments. If you want to prevent yourself from getting hard countered, that's the way to do it, and they're doing it wonderfully. And the next map is going to be in the Grand Arena. It looks like both teams are ready. I'm going to go ahead and press the go button. The Lord has returned, is 1-1 up against every kill begins with K out of this best of 3. So whoever wins this next map is going to determine who goes to the semifinals. Oh baby.
Yep. These are good games. I'm excited for all these games. I'm excited for tomorrow as well, but I mean, despite tomorrow, there's still so many good games left today. We have the RMD of DBK against Our Monk Sucks, the TSG, and we saw that TSG absolutely destroy the last RMD they played. But yeah, and then obviously we have Melman against Sony Invented WLS, the Ssds, Mexen, Chanimals, Dream Team. I mean, all these matchups are so fun to watch. This is awesome.
Yeah, man, this is going to be so crazy. But real quick, while we have a couple seconds here, I just want to shout out some people. We had a subscriber, Hamansi, has subscribed. Kuwapi has subscribed. Hostile GeForce, Brunhelma, and Yurtisana. Goodness gracious, I apologize, because I know I said at least 2 of your names incorrectly. So please go ahead and tweet me on how to pronounce your name for future reference, because you are now a part of the GCD family. Thank you and welcome. We are 51 out of 50 subscribers. We have met our goal, but all support that is coming our way is being sent right back into the community. We're going to continue these tournaments every single week. Right now, we have also had $734 in donations today, and we have met our goal quite significantly. So, yeah. That is pretty amazing. Every dollar that we get donated goes directly into future tournament prize pools. So looks like both teams are ready. I'm gonna press the go button. It's gonna be in the Grand Arena. The Lord has risen versus every kill begins okay. Starts right now. See you guys in there. Alright, boys, it's the Grand Arena. This is it. Who's going to the semifinals?
I don't know. I really can't call this game. It was too close last game to really say who has the edge.
Oh my gosh. How many times can we count on 2 hands who got saved by the Light that game? It's crazy.
Yeah,
Dude,
this
light
is
is OP. Nerf the light.
I like it, man. I like seeing these Pallies coming in and finally having a chance. I mean, they've been weak for
Yeah.
so long. It's nice to see like
Yeah.
some comps being switched up a little. Yeah, that's my personal opinion.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I like seeing them.
Just poking fun, man.
Let's poke more fun. Here
No,
we go.
all right.
No fun.
No fun for you.
Alright, the Thug Cleave pushing over to the right side. No flare going to pull them out this game. Dillypoo going for the flare. Not going to land onto SSDS. Nobody coming out of stealth. Sap on a Borngood. The explosive trap comes up, but the dance is used. SSDS into the full cheap shot. I would imagine Royal Sacrifice coming out here to answer the dance. Bash onto felorea. Throws out a Hodge onto Hikari's Incarnation. It's going to get dispelled, but now he's into the DR cheap shot. Murder of Crows is up on Dillypoo. He gets sacrificed from felorea here, but Barrage comes out from SSDS. He's spamming the Trank shot as well. But this isn't a lot of damage, and that was Incarnation, and it isn't even going to force a deterrence. Finally, the full trap is landed, and now they're probably going to get it. Dillypoo kind of getting global to 100,000 HP, saved by the light, is saving his keister.
Yeah, he gets put into the clone, and Dilly's going to have to use his deterrence anyways. Felorea popping those wings should be able to hopefully pop off Dillypoo very, very quickly. Thug Cleave trying to turn around. The trap on Borngood, the blind on Borngood. Hodge onto Hikari. SSDS taking a lot of damage. Borngood bopping himself, popping those wings. The bomb does come out on SSDS, though, denying those wing seals, and he's forced to use that deterrence anyways.
Yeah, and the kidney shot onto Borngood for CC on his Avenging Wrath, but both Paladins are going to be running out of steam once that runs out. A Cyclone onto Vase, full bleeds onto Dillypoo. So if they can just connect, they could pressure more cooldowns, maybe another deterrence. Hodge onto Vase, denounce on him, Wyvern onto felorea. He sacrificed the Wyvern Sting, but now he goes into the full clone. Dillypoo getting denounced. Murder of Crows is up. He gets the bop. He's going into the camouflage, and he's going to be able to heal up a little bit from that Master's Call coming on as well. The root onto Vase, they're potentially swapping, but he's got the feint. Now Hikari going for the clones. Vase cloaks the Cyclone, avoiding the CC. There's the kidney shot onto Hikari, but he did bear form it, so they're not going to be able to swap over to him. Immediately going over to SSDS now. Dance coming out from Vase. He saps Hikari out of that stun. Amazing play from Vase here. The Hodge onto Borngood. SSDS has the sacrifice up. If the trap lands and he doesn't purge that, he's going to break. He's not even going for the trap. felorea now into a trap. Dillypoo still has one deterrence to his name. felorea has his bubble. There's the half Hodge onto felorea. Vase pops the evasion to negate the potential swap. Dillypoo taking a bunch of damage though. Going for the Wyvern Sting. Not going to land it. He does land the trap onto Borngood though. That's a bash onto Dillypoo. Saved by the light procs. He's got Bestial Wrath up. He's trying to counter pressure SSDS right now, but Borngood's going to immediately bop that counter pressure, and both these teams are kind of evening out at this point.
Yeah, Borngood still has his bop and trinket available, as well as SSDS has his trinket and deter available. Dillypoo actually taking the brunt end of the damage now, down to 30%. Feigns to try to avoid some damage. He's going to get topped off by felorea, who uses his bubble. And felorea actually has no trinket and no bubble. He has one bop available, but Dillypoo also only has one deter available. So they could be in a lot of trouble here. Coming up soon, felorea popping his wings, trying to keep his team topped off. Hodge onto Hikari. The trap on a Borngood. SSDS taking a lot of damage, but he does have his trinket deter available. He might want to pop that now. He does get sacked by Borngood. Saved by the light procs, down to 30%, and he should get topped here by Borngood. The Wyvern Sting comes out onto felorea. Dillypoo taking a lot of damage right now, down to around 47%. The sack comes out from felorea. He is caught into that Hodge by Borngood, and Dillypoo having to use that deter.
Yeah, and he did have two there, so his cooldown came up, so he's going to have another deter available. But felorea's trinket's going to come up in about 10 seconds. There's the kidney onto Borngood, maybe a trap out of that. He's going to trinket out of the kidney there and get blinded on his trinket. He has no buff for that. He has bubble available. There's the cheap shot, death from above onto SSDS, chunking half of his HP. They overlap bubble and deterrence. But Dillypoo could go down. He gets bopped and deterrence at the same time with a trap on felorea. He's trying to sit through it because of that overlap of cooldowns, but the bop gets purged. Rake comes in. Is this the comeback for Bahjeera's army? Dillypoo now trying to counter pressure with the Bestial Wrath Dilly Barrage onto SSDS. No deterrence is available. 90,000 HP. Borngood gets sapped out of the trap. Is he going to go down? Dillypoo going for the solo kill right now. He's barely staying alive. Cheap shot onto Borngood, saved by the light procs. Death from above comes smacking in. Dillypoo into a Cyclone. He trinkets Hodge onto Borngood. Smoke bomb comes out. He disengages out. He survived the storm.
And at the end of that exchange, Dillypoo has nothing left. I mean, he has no trinket, no deter. felorea popping his wings, trying to keep Dillypoo popped off because he knows if he gets caught in a CC, he has nothing available. He has nothing left. And SSDS still has a deter available, so he's looking a little bit better. I mean, Borngood popping those wings to try to keep SSDS topped off during that kidney shot. But I'm fearful for Dillypoo's life in the near future.
Yeah, definitely. Murder of Crows is up. Manther, the T-Rex, connecting onto him very hard. And Wyvern Sting. There's the bash. No trinket. Saved by the light. They shred through it. This is it. Bahjeera's army is making a comeback. and I know you have to hit him with that flex.
Alright. Hit him with the flex!
Okay, I'm going to do a quick replay, guys. I'm going to look at this really, really fast. And now, oh my gosh, I thought SSDS was gone there. I can't believe he came back from that. But watching this right here, as you can see, Dillypoo has no more deterrences left. Felorea has nothing left for Dillypoo. The Hodge goes out onto Flora. It is DR. He has wings up, but it's falling off right now. Dillypoo's just line of sighting, but this is BCO Wrath from SSDS, and his pet does a lot. He comes out and gets bashed. He has Roar Sacrifice, but it's just not enough. Even Denounce coming out from Borngood, and down goes Dillypoo, and that is going to be it. The Lord has returned is going to continue and advance to the semifinals tomorrow. Bahjeera.
Yeah, they're already, I mean, Bahjeera's team is in the top 4.
Wow.
So, I mean, well done by them.
Well done by them.